Howdy, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of my Disfantastic vlog. This is where I'll be talking about what I'm doing as an entrepreneur and how my business or businesses are running. Today's episode, we're going to be covering 3 main issues. The first one is these will be weekly. I do not quite have a time figured out, but I plan to get one out once a week, either Friday or Saturday. Number 2, I'm working to redesign my studio. I have improved lighting a bit, but right now this is what I have to work with until I get everything reorganized. And number 3 is talking over the mistakes I made in episode 0 and what I'm going to be doing to rectify them. So here's what's been going on. Of the 4 goals I'm working on right now, goal number 1 is this, my Disfantastic vlog. My first update is we are actually using a script for this episode. We have a script. We have something we can go off of instead of just free-flowing randomly, guessing, and hoping that we hit the mark. Number 2 is that we're working on planning a time to record and to post. We don't have that figured out yet, but we will in the future. Number 3 is working on, as we just said, we are working on updating the studio. This includes the actual location in the studio where we'll be doing our recordings for this and for other uses. This includes the background, so instead of just a white sheet, I'll actually be able to have some kind of background or at least a green screen. I just got to get everything set up for that, having a better desk and everything, being able to clean. There's a lot of stuff I'm having to clean, most of which is not mine. But cleaning it up so it's out of the way so I can actually set up a place to record. Getting better backgrounds and better lighting, as I've already said. Goal number 2 is my blog site / money site. This is what's going to be the quickest way for me to start bringing in significant income. Update number 1 is I'm currently at the design stage, which is the web design, web SEO, etc., etc. I already have the structure of the website set up. It's just about, and I already have the colors and the designers have to actually put that into code and make sure everything runs properly. Number 2 is I'm planning on posting a form to help collect some data to get advice and be able to hear what my what my target market and what others might be thinking to help me better serve them when I make this. This blog site will be 100% free to use and free to access. You can go in and you can see the post on there. There's no cost. It will be being paid by the ads on the side, possible ads on the top and ads on the bottom as well. That is where the money comes in, no cost to the viewer. And number 3, we have picked our logo. We're actually going to go with the logo where we have 3 children in a hexagon to help show that what this is for. This is for helping parents to help their children so that their children can get the best. And for me to find the best information for those parents so they can just have one spot to look in instead of having to scour through the web and not at no cost to them. Goal number 3 is the 4-part mini course I plan on putting here on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to go into what it's about because as soon as I say that and someone else does it, I've missed my chance. But I plan on putting that on here so everyone can use it. I already have the 4 parts chosen, so each of those will be a separate YouTube video and will be in a playlist so you can access them all. And I'm currently working on the mind map and actually planning out all the pieces of it. And once that's done, I'll be able to actually write the script and start recording. Goal number 4 is Twitch. I have not been streaming on Twitch in a bit, but I've been trying to stream on there more. I plan on doing some more stuff. Maybe we planned a bit more to be more variety instead of trying to specifically target certain games. That way I can kind of play whatever I'm playing and have people on when I'm on. I'm still using Zoom to actually one script. I'm actually using Zoom to record this now, as well as the best lighting I have. That's pretty much just for recording because it hurts too much to use extended just for fun use. I'm still at hashtag 4FPS gaming, which sucks because when you're viewing the game, not when I'm playing it, but when you're viewing it, you see about 4 frames per second of the game and it's really choppy. I also need to be able to sync up the audio as well as to make sure that the music I'm using, mostly from Tundra, and my actual vocals as well as the game sounds all are at the right volume levels because right now it's been hard to hear me. The game volume is loud and the music has been max volume, even though I had it turned down very low and it sounded very low on my end. I need to actually check the VODs and check as I'm going and doing the first next stream whenever I do it to make sure that I sound right, you can hear the music and you can hear the game enough to be able to participate and enjoy the situation, hopefully. The big 3 things that I'm working on right now overall are the blog site, my TikToks, and this series. Once the blog site is up and running, I'll be making 1 post a day, at least Monday through Saturday, as well as Pinterest stuff and videos to go along with that. And I will link those once that's finally done, so y'all can access those and look at that as well. Now for the apologies. The first one I would like to apologize for was the marketing trick I had in episode 0, where I was saying if you have short attention spans, click away and stuff. This was me trying to mimic something of what has originally inspired this series, which is The Daily Unfancy by Jason Capital, my mentor. I understand that's not entirely right for me or my target market or the people who may be viewing the videos, and that has already upset some people. And for that, I am very sorry about that. I'm also going to apologize for not having a script in episode 0. I was just desperately trying to get something out there so that I would be able to start this process off at getting these videos out instead of just pretending and waiting and planning and trying to perfect everything before I actually post something. As you'll notice in this one already and future episodes, each one I make will be an improvement from the last. Kaizen, but more of a weekly level. I'd like to apologize for not setting a time and date for that or this or next video. I'm still trying to work out my schedule. I just kind of had a mental crash, which kind of threw everything out of whack, and I'm trying to reorganize things so I can make sure to get everything done and make sure to be the best entrepreneur and influencer that I can so that I can help as many people as I can and help them to become their best selves instead of just more stagnant gears in the system. Number 4, the background that I used last screen. That's a background I have for Twitch. I did not change it, and I did not even have this one set up as good as it is now, which is pretty shoddy, as we all can tell. I do plan on having an even better one later on. I still got a lot of cleaning and reorganizing to get that done. This and even the direction I'll be facing when recording these will be different. As right now I'm looking south, and with the new setup I have planned, I already kind of have the layout in mind. I'll be looking east. Um, Fifth one is the apologies of that Patreon link I had referred to in last video. It is for patrons only. It has a lot of the planning that I have going forward laid out, including stuff that I plan on doing in the far future. And I couldn't just make that available for everyone, because then I would have a ton of people just jump in, steal my plans, and then beat me to it before I could actually succeed at anything, cutting my chances off short. So I do believe I have those in the $10 Patreon. I might be wrong. But if you do want to check that out, go ahead. If not, no worries. I don't require or need money from any of you. I just thank you all for watching and hitting that like button until it's broke, and subscribing and commenting. So, what I'm currently learning from, I'm in a weekly entrepreneurship series called Rise Up World. You can find them on Facebook, just groups, just by searching Facebook for Rise Up World. It might come up as Rise Up Challenge, because that's how it was originally launched. I'm in Jason Capital's mentorship group. It does cost $10 a week to actually be in the group, but the value from it has been amazing. Plus, if you join, if you can find a way to join, I don't exactly have a link to hand you. But if you do, you get access to all the previous recordings. And there was so much I still have to dive into. Right now, I'm just making sure to catch those on Monday. Both of those courses on Monday. Third one is Meet Kevin, who talks a lot about real estate, stocks, and been doing an amazing job since this pandemic started on keeping everyone up to date with quarantine, with stimulus, with what's happening in the government, while maintaining a non-biased between Democrat and Republican. It gets funny to the point because if you look in those chats, there's so many people angry that he's clearly a Democrat, and so many other people angry that he's clearly a Republican. It's just kind of hilarious how people want to be angry, even though they're on opposite sides saying he's doing opposite things. And I've kind of taken huge inspiration on that and want to try to be non-biased here despite my political party. Also, Graham Steffens, he also does a lot of real estate, talks about credit card churning, talks about um, index funds and banks. He's also got is one that has invested in Yoda Bank, which I'm really excited to have happen and can't wait to start putting money to have a chance to win huge prizes without having to actually lose any money like people do when they play the lottery. Not sponsored by any of these, though if you want me to be, let me know. Both of those are YouTubers, and you can find them on here by searching either Meet Kevin or Graham Steffens in the search bar. There's a Twitch streamer called Kitsuniko42. They they teach a lot of Japanese on the Twitch stream, and that's where I've been starting to learn Japanese as one of the three languages I'm working on. While it's not a huge priority to learn these languages right now, and these other things I'm working on a lot more, this is still something that I'm learning from, and it's always there. I believe he streams like 3 to 4 times a week, like 4+ hours actually teaching Japanese before he goes into gameplay with his chat. Usually, Quiplash, though I don't often stay for that because it's really late for me. Dan Pina QLA on his website. Dan Pina has so many resources available for free. He set them all for free. Years and years of work and value, free to access, QLA stands for Quantum Leap Acceleration, I believe. And it's to help you become your best self and be able to excel at huge jumps instead of just slowly building yourself up working a 9 to 5, which I absolutely love, both the knowledge and the ideology behind it. I had just learned from the 21 for 21 challenge that ended last Friday. It what the idea was that it would give you 20 stimulus strategies or 20 strategies you could put in place now for your business to help it boom in the year 2021, to help increase the cash flow and increase what you can do. And I learned so many amazing ideas from that. In fact, this script is based off a script I got from there that was in the CEO weekly newsletter. And that's 100% what the script is based off of, as well as some of my own things on here. And the script will evolve as these evolve. But right now, it's pretty much I went through what they had for that CEO newsletter, and then I went off and transformed it into a YouTube script. What I loved about that is from the first Monday it started to the second Wednesday, it had 21 strategies, about 2 to 3 each day. And then that first Thursday was a marathon day, which had 21 more strategies listed out. If you do actually see that Patreon post, that those strategies that I plan to kick in are 100% from the 21 for 21 challenge, even if they have been tweaked and evolved a bit to fit my needs. I don't think any of the videos are up anymore, though I wouldn't be surprised if you could still purchase the recordings, though it's probably a lot more than it was then. I know it was at least a discount then. As well as try to remember the name of the webinar they have. Oh well, we'll worry about that later. I'm not sponsored by them, so I don't actually need just to sell you on something that they're making money off of. Now, I'm not even going to because it costs too much. 3 courses that I need to dive in a lot more, and I've already gotten or already started on. The first one is AIM, which is automated income machine by Jump Cut Academy. This is the first online course I've ever got. I got this back in 2018 as I started to learn about entrepreneurship. And this has been the most motivating for me, as well as kind of core to what I'm doing at this stage of my life, stage 1, service business and information products. Because it talks about making and selling the information products that can bring you a passive income, aka an automated income machine, so that you can spend your time making an information product. And once it's done, with some upkeep and stuff, after you get the funnels and everything built for it, it will perpetually bring you in evergreen money so that each one you make raises your income. The second is the Pinterest Traffic Bootcamp by Conversion Minded. That was the second one I bought. I think that one was like an entire digit cheaper than the first. But it has been amazing, and it will continue to be amazing. It teaches about how to use Pinterest and how to use that for marketing, which should allow me and allow the success I'll be able to get from automated income machines teaching to be even higher, even though my estimates are significantly lower, just so I set the bar low, that if I overshoot it, I'll be excited instead of undershooting a bar that's high. The third one is Email Income Expert by Jason Capital. This was the third course I bought and has been the first course and the first thing from Jason Capital besides his book Higher Status that I've ever got. And it has been huge for me in teaching me about copywriting. If you can get your hands on it, I think he has like a bundle of courses for sale right now. Do so. If not, he will have more courses in the future. I can guarantee that. But I will especially be looking over week 3 in that course again, because that's where it talks about the niche newsletter, which I'll be using as a template to design my blog posts for the blog I've talked about already. This would be a journalism type blog where I find valuable information and I bring it before my target market. So you don't have to worry about me not being qualified or not having studied the stuff enough, which I have and I am. But you can be able to trust and you can be able to trace the sources back and have all that in one place curated for my niche. For entertainment, things that I look at are 3 Twitch streamers specifically, That Watson Guy, Baby Buffalo 09, and Flash Killer X. Those are my 3 favorite streamers, and I watch them as often as I can. They're very enjoyable. Watson is probably the most wholesome first streamer you're ever going to see. And all 3 of these communities are amazing and has helped me feel like I am surrounded by people who care about me and want my success as much as I want theirs, despite the pandemic and not being able to be in person. And I need to not cry. For TV, I don't watch a ton, but I have been watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Over the past few months, I am in part 3. It's very enjoyable. I advise you to check it out, though it's not for everyone, and I did not enjoy a lot of it. I'm mostly watching it from due to Flash Killer X's suggestion and all the references he makes so I can understand them. And then there's scriptures that I'm reading. Read the Bible, Book of Mormon, etc. that I'm using to learn, to be able to better myself as a person, and to be able to learn better how to serve others and to act on a divine foreordained destiny God has given me to become an educator and to help people become their best selves instead of just stagnant gears in the system. And that's pretty much all for today. Make sure you like or dislike to let me know what you thought about this and comment to give feedback, or you can DM me on Twitter at DesignerKenta or on TikTok and Twitch at Kinta Naomi. And make sure you subscribe for next week's video and all the videos and courses I'll have on here for free coming after that. Take care and may the peace of the Spirit be with you.